All right, we're working. Hi, everyone. So we're doing King of the Nerds Season 3, Episode 7. And yeah, so I don't know what anything else for to say. Um, Adjusting to Singapore. I got my employment pass. It's exciting. And hopefully I can now start work and stuff. So, okay. So, again, I'm probably taking so long to get these things, but I'm busy. So, all right. So let's just go through these list of notes here. I got some nice Jack and sparkling water. Delicious. So all right. So okay. So Colby actually did lose by 100 points. It wasn't changed. Sometimes the producers change the point values to make them seem closer. This happens sometimes. Basically if that one segment crushes the other, if they can, sometimes they'll try and make it look closer. Yeah, so no, Amanda really only won only by 100 points. That's actually kind of terrifying. So even something like Amanda should have crushed him at, Colby barely lost. I did hear about the reason they added the randomness to the zombies. Apparently it was to mitigate the risk of ties. So it would certainly do that. I would have liked it there was a different way of doing it. I would have liked it maybe if there was a tie, then it would invoke some kind of randomness. That would have been nice, but whatever. So, okay. So let's see. So Jonathan says 3 out of 3 doctors agree studying is important. Definitely true. I actually didn't know they were all doctors. I mean, I knew they were like knowledge workers, but I didn't, or grad students, but I didn't know they were actually doctorates. That's cool. So let's see. Caitlin says that she's got a handle on everything. You know, as much as, Caitlin's character is seemingly even more arrogant than me. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Just, I don't know. I guess if she can back it up, more power to her. But, okay. So one of the persons says they want to know. So first of all, I really like this challenge, the Nerd Egg Challenge. I imagine being the cast member, you're like, okay, everyone, you got to go in there. Okay, get into the egg suit. It's like, what? That would be really funny. So I don't like the fact that it makes everyone lose. All except for one person, but I like that. I like that. So one of you responds for one of the Age of Empires civilization you can be, and they responded Poop City, and I was just like, I'm like, how about Egyptian, American, Greek, just pick any of them, Mesopotamian, Phoenician, Chinese, how about just China? Yeah, China, but whatever. I liked how they had the question previous King of the Nerds contestants. I would really like to know the order in which the previous King of the Nerds contestants were named. That'd be nice. You could sort of determine, I don't know, notoriety, something like that. Amanda says that she was not allowed to play Pokemon. Totally a story there. Amanda should share that. Okay. So, and Lily says, so Ben's about to get slimed, and Lily responds, she runs to Ben, saying, oh, you want to know what it's like to be slimed, and Lily says, oh, it's nothing you haven't been through before. I'm just like, there's a story here too. Yeah. So, I would like to hear about those. Okay, so here's some things about the, this nerd war. I'm curious how people didn't say the obvious ones first. Like that, why pick your good ones? Right, I just don't understand. I presume you want to take away the good ones, take away the easy ones as quickly as possible. So the order in which you should say things, you should pick the ones that your opponents are most likely to select. That way you're more likely to throw them off kilter, but whatever. I really like how they just jump straight off into the nerd off between Lily and Lily and who? Lily and Rochelle. Yeah, yeah. I liked that. And yeah, I don't know, I like it because it keeps the contestants on their toes. Like I often feel like in these upcoming seasons, the contestants know too much what's going on. Like they know too much what to expect, and I like the idea they just kind of throw them off. That's really nice. Okay, so so Amanda did not solve the periodic table puzzle, but so Amanda talks about the periodic table puzzle in Nirvana. That's actually a non-trivial puzzle. Genevieve and I like worked on this, and we eventually solved it. But it's actually kind of tricky. It's actually like because so why is it tricky? Because the where you have to put the space, like the little gap, can only go in one spot. And well, actually, no, that's not true. It can go into any of the empty spots. Yeah, any of the empty spots that's not occupied by an element. So, I mean, it turns out it's actually a little tricky to do how you move things around. So Genevieve and I solved it. Nicole also solved it. So Nicole says she wasn't able to solve it while in the house and during season 2 for some reason. Not sure why. Um, but she did solve it at the season 3 premiere. So she actually solved it really quick. I was actually really impressed. Um, yeah. Oh, fun fact. Did you know Nicole has a Midas touch attack tattoo? Yes. So, okay. So I'm a little disappointed that seemingly no one in season 3 solved the periodic table puzzle because I don't know. It's like it's just hard enough to like to to be interesting. Yeah, it's just, I mean, like it's not a pushover puzzle. It won't take you all day either. So I think it's just right. So okay. So I was really expecting Amanda to win. Wait, no, wait. An error? Heather inside of Amanda? Oh, sorry, no, it was Amanda. It was Amanda that was killed. Yeah, sorry, it was Amanda, not Rochelle, that was killed in the first nerd off. So okay. Oh, so I thought of a way to do these things well. I thought of a way. The way I've been doing with things of the alphabet. So originally I was trying to do it the way Amanda did it. I could be like what hydrogen, helium, what lithium. What's the next one? Oh, I just embarrassed myself. Well, okay, whatever. And yeah, and but I realized that I would draw blanks relatively quickly, much sooner, as you can see. Argon? No. Um, don't worry about it. And so yeah, so one thing that was a lot better was to start with just letters of the alphabet. So you just do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So A, argon, B, boron, C, carbon, D, deuterium. I mean that is one, but that's not one. Okay. E, Einsteinium, F, fluorine, G, germanium, I, iodine, I mean, you can keep going. H, hydrogen, you can just keep going. And I thought it was like much more, even for the movies, I thought it was like much more successful. Like, some of things begin with A. Well, I guess Avengers. What's another one? A Space Odyssey. It's already been used. Some begins with A. And I can think of one. How about B? B. Well, I'm failing here. Well, anyway, regardless, I found this to be the best. Okay, lovely quote, lovely quote. So after Amanda is defeated, quote, can we put Heather inside of Amanda? For the Horcruxes. I thought it was wonderful. We put Heather inside. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like so much gay. So much gay. Okay. So then there was a lot of conflict for whom they should vote for to send in. I put some thought into this. My first thought was that I didn't know, but now I think I do know. So okay. So the nice thing about it is that you know what Ben's largely going to do. So let's say your goals and Ben's goals are the same. You both want to eliminate strong people. Okay. And assuming you and Ben have similar perceptions of what constitutes a strong person, then this shouldn't be too difficult. So, all right. So if you know Ben's going to send someone strong, then you want to send someone strong too, because you want to maximize the chance of someone strong going home. And the best way to do this is to send 2 strong ones. Great. Okay, so the only reason you'd ever not want to send vote for the strongest person going in is if you think Ben is going to pick you. So based on this reasoning, so Caitlin thought Ben was going to pick her. So in this case, Caitlin should have picked Lily because she thought she could beat Lily. And everyone else should well, okay, we don't actually know what they were thinking. But okay, even if you say there's a 1/4 chance for everyone. Okay, so the 1/4 chance for everyone being picked. There's a 1/4 chance of picking you, and there's a 3/4 chance of picking someone else. Okay, then you should err on the side of picking the strongest person possible because there's a 3/4 chance that the other person will be going up against them. This is what you want. This is what you want. So I think picking Lily. Okay, so Lily apparently is fairly strong, but she was picked because she was perceived to be weaker. Picking the weaker person for this was a tactical error. There may have been other considerations not shown on the show, but based upon what we saw, tactical error. All right. Just based on probabilities. Okay, so let's see. Wonderful line from Michelle. I have watched Caitlin succeed at pretty much everything she has done. And Caitlin's kind of like, it's like, yeah, that's true. That's great. All right. I like how Curtis used the word penultimate for like the penultimate nerd off. This is a word that is underused, and it means the one immediately before the last. Great word. It's a good GRE word. SAT word too. So okay. So there's a joke here. I think it's from season 2, but I'm not quite too sure. So Curtis says you can virtually smell the strategy going on here. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a reference to where one of them says you can literally smell like the something, and the other says not literally, and it's just like, yeah, it's like, so they changed literally to virtually. That was really cute. Okay. Yeah, and they won. I don't know anything about Stratego. Like, I'm aware of this game, but like I've never played it. Actually, I think I played it once. Yeah, I played it exactly. I think I played half of the game once, so I have no idea how you do this well. My first thought is, so it should have been fairly easy to figure out that so if you have 2 pieces that aren't moving at all, it should be pretty easy to predict that the back one should be the flag. So why would you do that? So I guess it'd be because if you were going to put, well, okay, so here's the end of what you know. You know that you presume they're both immobile. Okay, they're both pieces, they've never moved. All right? If they've never moved, you know one of them is a sphere and the other is the flag. Okay, given that you know that, it makes a lot more sense for the person to be behind the sphere. I think something that'd be a little more interesting would be putting the flag on the front lines and also putting the spheres on the front lines. So that way you just have like just kind of 3 unmoving front line things. Or maybe even just 3 unmoving backline things. That'd be great. Just 3 unmoving backline things, and you just don't know which one it is. Just don't know. And I don't know, that's nice. So you cut down their chances to 1/3. Okay. So Rochelle dies. It's a little unfortunate that she dies because she made a missed call out. That's unfortunate, but happens. I am better than Chance, right? So, or maybe it's not worse than better than Chance because Chance you can just be frustrated at the game, but it's like, oh, well, you can just hit yourself over the head. Okay, I like the pledging allegiance, like we're all come back to the 4 remaining ones. I like that. I like that a lot. Again, it's different. It's different, and it keeps the characters on their toes. And I don't know, it's a little bit less choosing the lesser of 2 evils. So I know in season 1 there were some people who didn't really care either much for really Genevieve or Celeste. They were just like, don't care. And, and they were just kind of on the fence both ways. And so, yeah. So I presume among the four, there'd be at least one that each person liked. And I don't know, it makes it a little more interesting. So that's good. So, okay. So predictions going forward. So Rochelle's been knocked out. Pity. And I guess Ben's left. Well, I guess I have to keep voting for Ben. I guess I do. Caitlin has made it all the way to the end. That's amazing. That's truly amazing. My bet's for Caitlin now. That's my bet. Like I am deeply surprised she made it this far. Just I would have expected something random to have taken her out, like something like, oh, I don't know, Ben voting her into this nerd off and something funny happening. Or, yeah, because usually when you're identified as strong, just I don't know. I mean, you just get tripped up. You just get tripped up, and just no one really wants to work. I mean, you're just too much of a threat. But she has succeeded. She succeeded, and she's gotten all the way to the end. And I suspect that the other nerds would be like, "Oh my God, Caitlin, you're totally awesome." And I mean, assuming she doesn't have any personality deficits. I mean, like I guess political deficits. Then I think they would rally behind her, and then I think it would give her a high chance of winning. So that would be my bet. Yeah, it's actually kind of weird. So why hasn't... I don't think Lily's going to win. Mm-mm. Lily's not going to win. Lily's not going to win because she's had too much development. I want to say Ben. Ben seems to be strong, and there's been relatively little about him. But it's almost too late at this point. It's almost too late. So, yeah, I mean, like, how much character development can you really do in one episode? Hmm. Hmm. Ben's still the least developed. So, yeah, okay, so I'd go for number one, Caitlin, number two, Ben. That's what I'll say. So those are my bets. So let's see. Is there anything else really special? There is a Colby Caitlin erotic fanfic I saw. It connects with me. I I feel it. So alright, anything else? Ultimate, anything else here that dies? I think that's it. Okay, cheers.